Yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? We're back once more with another daily live stream, day 135, I believe, in a row, going very strong. I'm hoping to at least reach 150 now at this point. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll do it every single day for the rest of my life. Either way, welcome back to another live stream. I apologize that stream was a lot earlier today because I'm going to be, again, very busy later on, so I'm trying to get the daily content out for you all while I can. But either way, that's enough about me. In regards to today's stream, we have quite a lot of quite significant updates today. Something big seems to be coming to Kaspa, as there was a Kaspa.com domain that apparently was sold for $100,000. We've got a lot more major updates as well regarding Kaspa, talking about why Binance is so important for Kaspa, KRC20 tokens, other big developments for Kaspa as well, and also some other real world developments as well. Ultimately, got to understand where we're at right now. Crypto, Bitcoin's at $100,000 price target, and there's a high possibility, a strong belief it's going to start going up very soon, potentially in the next few days with the FOMC meeting now on our doorstep. But either way, right now, crypto's looking very decent. Kaspa right now is currently correcting, but for me, I'm still quite optimistic because Kaspa, whereas a few weeks back or a week or so back, it was consolidating within this region here between 14.7 to 16 cents. Now it seems to be consolidating between this region here of 16 to 17 cents. So now it's consolidating again, but at the next leg up. So for me, it's a good likelihood, therefore, for me to make the judgment that we're going to start seeing this consolidation continue for the next few days. FOMC meeting will come through. We get the rate cuts, we'll then start seeing it make another push upwards, maybe to this zone up here, and see where it goes from there. But either way, I'm still very optimistic. Kaspa going to be hopefully making new all-time highs or close to that by the end of December, going into the new year. What's up, Kas Kaspa man? Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, it's an early stream, I know. What is it? My birthday? I mean, maybe it is. Who knows? Hope you're doing good, my man. Hope you're doing very well. I believe after the 18th of December, we'll see Kaspa start doing crazy things. I think so as well. Kaspa historically has done very well following FOMC meetings. One happened here. That was a meeting here. Kaspa went up massively from that point as well. Also, we had the meeting here as well, and around this date. So Kaspa normally does quite well following these meetings, these decisions. So, I mean, even then, when you look at the job data report that came out on this day, look what Kaspa did on the job data report. It went up from here up to, you know, all-time high as of late, 20% up almost. So I think, yes, the job data and the FOMC meeting will be a big catalyst, hopefully, for Kaspa, and hopefully we'll see it return to these sort of levels, these price targets again, nearing all-time highs. But of course, time will tell. What's up, Curious? Welcome back to the stream. Kaspa dominance got hit again really hard and need recovery. If you look at the Kaspa versus Bitcoin, right now we can see that, yes, the Kaspa dominance has fallen down a little bit, but ultimately, in regards to, you know, the dominance as a whole, Kaspa is still above Bitcoin, only 22%, but still above Bitcoin, and it's still hovering within the range after this massive corrective behavior we saw following, you know, the massive crash in the market, following the Kaspa coming down more and more. It's been consolidating within this zone here for the past month or two, and I suspect that Kaspa will have a breakout quite soon, which would mean Kaspa dominance against Bitcoin will start going up again. Kaspa has only one time in history been below Bitcoin dominance. That's its very initial launch back here. Otherwise, it's always been above Bitcoin, and I think it's going to continue in that fashion for the cycle and cycles to come. But yeah, agreed. We're moving down the market list already. I mean, yeah, right now, according to CoinMarketCap, we're now down at 41, so we are falling down a little bit more and more, which is unfortunate. Equally, not good to see that also the volume is starting to come down a little bit more. Only at 191 million. It's still above 150 million, so I'm still happy about that, but I'd prefer to see it around 300 million on average at least. Either way, if you look at the likes of Mexi and Gate, of course, taking up the majority, but either way, Bybit and BitGet are still taking up a decent proportion, if you will. I mean, Kraken's fallen off again quite a lot, but again, without it being a stablecoin pair, I'm not too surprised. Either way, if the volume for this stays high, that'll be a good catalyst for Kaspa for seeing tier ones. Hopefully the volume comes back very soon. I think the volume right now is kind of stagnant off in preparation for this big announcement or potential big catalyst for Kaspa and crypto following the FOMC meeting in just 5 days' time. We can see regarding to KRC20 as well that a lot of these tokens there, the volume for it is equally, you know, it's kind of fallen off a little bit as well. Kanga, the only one that's staying quite high, and that shows just below 1 million again. Popcat's up there, Kona and all these other tokens as well right now. So, you know, we'll see a move, I'm sure, I believe, at least quite shortly. What's up, Alyssa? Hope you're doing very well. Good morning from Canada. Great to hear. Good morning to you too. Good news, meaning another dumping coming. Wealth Ranger, the biggest Kaspa fudster in the chat once again. What's up, my man? Hope you're doing well today. What's up, Toggle Delay? Hope you're doing good, my man. As well to you too, DD, everyone that's joining the stream. Welcome back once more. So, without further ado, got this post here from Crypto Proselyte here. We got this new update that apparently Casper.com domain, which is this one right here, which is meant to be connection in conjunction from Caspiano to Casper.com here. Casper.com, the domain has been sold for $100,000 a couple days ago, which is very, very interesting. It's meant to be regarding to Caspiano. Now, again, I can't attest to what this really is. I can't say for sure, but evidently something big must be brewing for Casper right now if somebody decided to buy Casper.com for $100,000. The domain is meant to be used for Caspiano. So that is very, very interesting to see at the most. For the meantime, you know, the significant move for the Casper ecosystem as a domain has officially been sold for a staggering $100,000. This sale marks a major milestone for Casper, signaling that the BlockDAG project is getting serious attention from mainstream investors and possibly larger, whales, I guess, investors, Wall Street maybe, I'm not sure the word was, but either way, that is a very interesting announcement to see that happened 4 days ago apparently. So I'm sure we'll see something big coming to Casper very, very soon. And speaking of big as well, got this post here, which is ultimately once more why, when Binance listed Casper, this is why Binance for Casper is such a big deal. Binance recorded $21.6 billion in user fund deposits. They surpassed the next 10 largest crypto exchanges combined. OKX, Bitfinex, Robinhood, Bybit, all these exchanges here, Binance alone surpassed all of them combined. This is why Binance for Casper is so important. Binance right now taking up just short of 30 billion 24-hour trading volume with 18 million weekly visits. As much as other exchanges are very good, Bybit, Coinbase, OKX, Upbit, Crypto.com, they're good exchanges of course, but Binance is this big exchange, the biggest exchange in the world by a country mile, and that's why for Casper, for any project really, but for Casper it will be so very important to have the largest adoption by such a large margin. And there's so many connections to Casper and Binance I've showcased recently, my stream yesterday. You've got multiple KRC projects as well that are now having AMAs on Binance Live, like Nacho and Conan. You've got the likes of Casper, obviously having their Web3 wallets and Trust wallet also as a part of Casper as well, which is really, really huge. We've got the fact that, again, KF confirmed that you've got some huge volume. Will also be a good correlation to the fact that you'll see hopefully some tier 1s jumping on board as well. Binance attending their innovation booth, or their booth at the Australian convention as well about a week or two ago. You know, AMAs, all the sort of connections. Roy O'Neill of the KRI confirmed that integration with Binance and Casper is already done. So again, the connection to Binance and Casper is quite transparent, it's quite obvious, it's very, very, it's very, very much out there. Not a case of if, it's a case of when, and it will be a major catalyst for Casper, potentially seeing a significant price rise very, very quickly. In regard to other listings right now, GroveX recently listed Casper, and they've asked which other listings you want to see on GroveX for Casper tokens, so it would be KRC20. GroveX, it's another exchange, so it's great to see. I am, with respect to GroveX, I'm not overly bullish on them. I do know the project. I think if they are, I haven't looked too much into them again as of late, but if they are attesting to what they wanted to be very, very recently. They said that they said they're meant to be focusing on renewable energy in Dubai, so a very, very big market. Dubai is definitely very, very pro crypto. So I think that either way it's good to see. We're seeing more listings coming for Casper, but obviously we can see more listings coming for KRC20 as well, which would be very, very big. But either way, Binance will be huge. That'll be coming in due time. GroveX of course, and then this unknown massive catalyst seemingly here that something seems to be brewing for Casper as well, which is very, very interesting. To be honest, I still suspect Bitcoin dominance to consolidate before the alt season. Only high hype coins like Sui will make big pumps copying XRP, but none of them are close to Casper. Sui looks like a pump and dump 50% insider. Sui for what it is doing very, very well right now. Obviously I mentioned that I did get into Sui around 1.8. What? Oh yeah, I got into Sui around 1.8 around here, and obviously now it's up quite considerably since then, so obviously I'm up in profit, so I'm happy about that. But ultimately, yes, for the fact that I do understand that Sui's got massive VC backing, it's got a lot of insiders and insider trading and insider shilling, I am not holding Sui like long term. I'll probably get out well before the top for Sui, because I don't trust where the top's going to be, because I feel like they might just take out very, very abruptly. So right now I deem Sui as the Solana of last cycle. Obviously we saw what happened to Solana last cycle, where it did quite well and then it came down drastically, severely. People thought it was dead afterwards. Actually, we can see here it pumped up here and it came down to That's market cap wise, but it came down significantly in value, like it was $17 or something like that. I think Sui is going to do quite a similar sort of run to Solana in this cycle, and then it'll probably fall off completely because, and I'll get into it in the stream as well, there's a post here which is very, very important to talking about as well with crypto and Kaspa as a whole, that by 2025, so literally a month away from now, there will likely be 5 mainstream public blockchains. Now, in my belief, Kaspa won't be one of them yet because it is just too early. I think XRP will be one of them. I think XLM will be one of them. The ones that are real world assets, I think, will be the mainstream public blockchain. You'll probably see Ethereum still be one of them, but it'll fall off quickly because, again, it's L2 operators. It's not scalable. It's just got problems. Ethereum is not great. Its gas fees are so expensive. The industries are not going to want to use that. So I think you'll see other mainstream blockchains become more, more integrated. Ones that have big partnerships with big institutions as well, which I'll get more to in a moment. Which is why I once more hold XRP, for the reason that I think XRP will be one of these blockchains. But I think in due time, Kaspa will be one of them, thanks to the KRI and their connected institutions, the likes of Zodia as well, and the new SEC chairman, the likes of Marathon as well. All these other big catalysts for Kaspa that will make it a very integral part of the future monetary system. That's much I believe. I'm going to pair my last dry powder because it's going to move soon. I feel it within 15 days. I am also feeling that maybe it's a cold, who knows? But I do feel it as well. I feel like there's going to be a big move for Kaspa coming within the next week or two. Following the FSC meeting, following the fact that in January you're going to start seeing Trump, actively being more bullish coming into office, within that month. There's also a video I'm going to be playing later on the stream with Trump saying to Jim Cramer that, we will be doing something great with crypto. Ultimately, once more, he's doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on his bullish stance, quintupling down with the bullish stance on crypto, which is a very, very big deal. And that's once more why I believe that crypto is going to go much higher than people may even predict. I mean, much people say that the top for crypto and Bitcoin is going to be May, April time, which is possible. I'm not saying it's not. With all this bullish sentiment behind crypto right now from governments and Wall Street, they may send it higher and may make the bull run last longer. So it's really hard. That's why I say constantly, I can look at historical data as all we all can and make predictions at the top of the cycle, but no one truly knows because none of us have none of us have trillions of dollars of asset under management like BlackRock. We're not BlackRock. They decide when the market's going to end. We don't. All we can do is just try and follow along with them, follow the money and that stuff. Rock the Kaspa dropped some alpha yesterday. Oh, did they? I did not listen to their video. I plan to watch it this weekend, so I'll have a look at that myself. Rock said nothing. Smart contract 8 months. 10PS is this 8 months. Okay, alpha. Okay, well, seemingly the alpha was regarding smart contracts in 8 months and 10PS in this 8 month range. I mean, 10PS seems to be, again, seemingly on the timeline right now within, first quarter. Maybe that right now I think it's been more so maybe the latter half of first quarter, maybe more so March time of 2025, and the smart contracts being 8 months. I mean, that does still coincide with more or less with the timeline. They did say Project Sparkle 6 to 8 months, so it could be either the former or the latter. So right now it just basically means, again, 8 months, so it'll be probably the end of the summer 2025. But either way, big stuff coming for Kaspa, and that is why I think, again, something big is coming for Kaspa. The developments are kind of happen late, but they will be significant nonetheless. What's up, Vaz, my man? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well, my man. Stealth X to Kaspa yesterday. Thank you very much for linking me to that. I'll have a look at it myself right now. I'm not surprised because I was under the... What's up, my man? Thank you very much again. I'll reply in a moment. Yeah, I am pretty sure that Stealth has been listed Kaspa for quite some time. Stealth, I mean, at least it's not the first time I've seen this. Maybe they've been announcing it a lot and then they finally actually listed the project, but I'm pretty sure that Stealth X has listed Kaspa for a very, very long time to constantly retweet it time and time again. I mean, either way, I'm not, putting it down. It's still more listed for Kaspa, which is a very, very big deal. So you've got, obviously, Grove now recently, Stealth X seemingly recently, but I feel like it's been a bit longer than this. I think it's been around for quite some time. But either way, yes, British news, more listed for Kaspa. I'm not going to put that down at all. And of course, then we're waiting for the major catalysts like tier ones like Binance, which seems to be gearing up more and more. We need Tangem. Oh yeah, that's also what we need. I mean, right now we're in the middle of December. We're still waiting for that announcement. Tangem still seem to be adamant they're going to get it done this month, but of course we'll have to wait and see. But a Tangem for KLC 20 will be a very, very big deal. That might be the surprise, actually. Who knows? That could be a big thing. I think that'll cause a massive surge for KLC 20 adoption. And that might also help Kaspa as well, go up in value as well. You might see actually a fall off in Kaspa, maybe, at that time. But then after that, you'll see a massive reversal, I think, following that as well, because there'll be, again, not your keeping to crypto, safekeeping of your KRC20 tokens. Memes on Sui are going up. I have a small bag of lo-fi AXOL. I mean, I know that Sui and Phantom recently partnered together, or they integrated together, so that's why Sui is also doing so well right now, because again, it's mainly based on VC backing, but also based on the fact that you've got, you know, the memes on Sui now are doing better because they have got integration now to Phantom, which is the main wallet for these meme tokens. So again, that's why Sui is doing so well. It's good to see all in all. And I don't hold any Sui memes. I only use Solana chain right now. I do plan to get into KRC20. I might dabble in the other ones in the future, but right now I'm sticking true to Solana because it's the biggest ecosystem for these memes. It's therefore also what I know. But there are opportunities everywhere. So of course you want to go to Sui, you want to go to Bitcoin runes. I've heard a lot about Bitcoin runes as well. This is Bitcoin memes. There's stuff all over the place. Also do your own research and trade at your own discretion. Now, I have some more big announcements here regarding Kaspa. Of course, this is seemingly something big is coming for Kaspa. We've got this post here from Kaspa Market. Again, shout out to you, Kaspa Frog, my man. So apparently Kaspa Market is live on the mainnet, which is huge news. So the atomic swaps era has now officially begun. Of course, we should know atomic swaps are a key catalyst towards the inevitable development and integration of smart contracts on Kaspa. They are an integral part. It cuts out the middleman. So it's literally going to be more seamless, therefore more safer, and therefore faster confirmation times. All this sort of stuff that's very, very important. Once more, adhering to what Kaspa meant to be, a truly decentralized and for everyone. So thanks to Kasplex, say hello to the first truly decentralized low-fee marketplace built for Kaspa and KRC20. Absolutely huge news. This is why, you know, once more Kaspa's going to do some significant stuff in this space very, very shortly. And also, after just 2 days since its launch, Kaspa Market has already surpassed 1,000 followers. Again, very, very big news, and seemingly they are, again, I'm looking more into it. I could do a quick search actually to see if they are followed by the right people. So they're followed by Christian Love, which is quite, you know, that just reassures me with some form of confidence. Justin Kaspa as well. I mean, ultimately, I'm trying to find out, you know, because obviously we've seen it in the past where domains and other, you know, for example, KDX, for example. KDX was constantly acting and talking about Kasplex, right? Constantly talking about them. But, you know, we realised now that Kasplex had nothing to do with them. So I'm looking more into it right now to see if they are 100% legit. They seem to be, you know, good so far. You know, they have some decent, I mean, they're getting followed by especially the bigger memes as well, which does mean, obviously if I see it from Kasplex or Chris Kang, that made me happier. But seeing it from the likes of Bert and also Nacho and also Kaspa Ghost, the bigger and more grounded KRC20 tokens, so I'm quite happy to see that at least they're following them. And also KNS Cas as well. So there are some big projects that are following them. And also get Christian Love again, who seems to be very, very, you know, a very crucial element to the Kaspa ecosystem regarding mining as well. So that's good to see all in all. So anyway, that's good to see for more big announcements coming for Kaspa in that regard as well. Got this post here as well, which again kind of coincides with everything, you know, publicly big coming for Kaspa, so to speak. The Kaspa Guru here obviously says that banks, they don't like Bitcoin, taxis don't like Uber, hotels don't like Airbnb, cinemas don't like Netflix, and bookstores don't like Amazon. Innovation isn't always liked, so why do you think Bitcoin maxis don't like Kaspa? A lot of them are very anti-Kaspa. People don't like innovation, right? Think about the internet. Or think about, you know, Gmail, right? Every time there's innovation coming through, no one likes it because it ends up ruining their own outdated business model. That's why Bitcoin maxis, a lot of them be migrating to Kaspa recently, but they don't like Kaspa because, again, they don't like the idea that there's going to be something better than Bitcoin. They don't. Of course, KRI responds to the XRP maxis here about this because, of course, XRP maxis believe that they are the future of Bitcoin, despite they're not decentralized. So I don't completely understand that sentiment. I understand them being a form of payment, which is fine. I think they could be, you know, they could be a future form of payment. I agree with that sentiment, but being the future Bitcoin or next Bitcoin, I don't agree with because, again, they're not decentralized at all. They've got a centralized authority behind them. But I'm saying that I hold XRP, but I understand what I hold. But here you got here from this long thread from Kaspa Silver here, ultimately just talking about why, you know, what's coming for Kaspa once more and why one of the biggest markets for Kaspa that will tap into is the stablecoin market. Of course, I've mentioned a lot about stablecoins recently regarding the RUSD coming out and how integral stablecoins are in the current crypto economy and therefore future financial markets. Stablecoins take up, I think, over 90% of all transactions on crypto. Most of it's USDT Tether right now, but there seems to be complications with Tether right now, seemingly with their lack of transparency and therefore lack of well, if they actually have the money to back it right now, there seems to be a lot of red flags behind Tether right now. But either way, the stablecoin, therefore, the gigawatt stablecoin, probably be a very, very big deal. And according to Casper Silver here, it will dethrone the standard that people have built using USDT on Tron. You know, ultimately, it's a very, very big deal. And once more, the KRI are going to be an integral part to Casper when it comes out. Because you've got projects, for example, like Asset Mint, which is a higher value real world asset tokenization for institutional grade platforms on Casper. This is what's meant to be competing with the likes of XRP and Ripple. Of course, it's coming late, which is, you know, it can be an issue, if you will. It may not be adopted straight away, but when the development keeps going up more and more, the adoption will come through in due time as well. Institutional grade platform on Casper to tokenize high value assets such as real estate, private equity, and commodities. And this also requires opcode implementation. There's a chance, therefore, because the KRI confirmed that a lot of the projects they already have built or announced they have built, a lot of them have been built and being built for almost a decade. So a lot of these projects right now with Casper, likes of Gigawatt Stablecoin, for example, maybe Asset Mint, for example, they're already, all they require is Casper and zero knowledge opcode, so smart contracts, to be implemented. We'll see these projects come out very, very quickly. It will be a very, very big deal for Casper. So once more, the big thing coming for Casper is regarding this, mainly the headline, $100,000, but also what is to come for Casper in the cycle to come as well. Stablecoins, Asset Mint, all the other projects coming as well, which require just smart contracts, which are not going to be that far off now. It'll come late in the cycle, but think about it. Even if it's coming late in the cycle, with what is going to be flooding into Casper very quickly as a result of smart contracts, all these projects that aren't going to be coming out, you know, a year after, they're coming out almost on day one, the amount of adoption that can quickly flood into the project. The KRI also announced recently they started speaking to their custody investors or whatever, their investors in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, which I retweeted. Whereabouts was it? No, but either way, the KRI are actively making themselves a market maker for Casper right now. Here, KRI is in Abu Dhabi to showcase one of their projects, the Gigawatt Stablecoin, again to our energy industry colleagues, and it was well received. So ultimately, when you see these stuff launched almost immediately on day one, you're going to see a substantial amount of adoption coming to Casper's block DAG, its platform, its L1, very, very quickly. The smart contract with 10 BPS already launched as well. It's going to be a very, very big deal for Casper. And there's a lot, and that's once more why I'm very bullish on the space, and that also coincides once more with this post here, regarding the fact that yes, by 2025 there will likely be 5 mainstream public blockchains. Ultimately, according to the Bank of America, which I have been saying myself as well, 99% of crypto in existence will disappear. We have someone in my server, my physical server again, which, you know, link in description, in my YouTube homepage, also now in the chat. He has been stating, which I do agree. Now he's in the belief that Casper will be one that doesn't survive, which is fair enough. Again, you're welcome to stay as you will. And that's why, even though it's mainly a Casper Discord server, most people are Casper Maxis. Ultimately, it's a crypto server, so we all welcome to debate as we will. One thing I do agree with him though is that 99% of crypto projects will disappear. They'll be cannibalized by the ones that actually are offering some real world use cases. I think stuff like memes will be a problem. They may struggle, but at the same time, I still believe memes will survive purely off the fact that memes is a bit of a middle finger FU to all the big banks and the VC backing. Because a lot of these projects who have VC backing, a lot of their tokens, like, they have all the tokens. What's released to the public is like, what, 10%? You know, take XRP, for example, take Sui, for example. They have such a small allocation to the public. So therefore, memes are a middle finger to those banks who are like, or those institutions, those projects are like, yeah, well, we want to have it all to ourselves. So I don't think memes will disappear. But a lot of other projects that, you know, are offering use cases that aren't maybe as beneficial or aren't any more superior to other projects will be cannibalized. So Sui in the future may be cannibalized by the likes of XRP or Solana, which are bigger chains. XRP is one that I think will survive this you know, inevitable culling, if you will. I think Casper, while it's late, has the technology, the superiority of technology, and also the institutional recognition from massive central banks or from Polinsky about what he's building, that they will also be a survivor and also be ones to cannibalize other projects. They may be the ones to cannibalize Ethereum, Casper, because Casper's a block DAG, an L1, and also will be able to be as fast, not faster than Ethereum, whilst also remaining with cheap gas fees. With smart contracts, it'll be a game changer. I'm not saying Ethereum's going to be one that's going to be cannibalized per se and die off, but I think Casper has so much coming forward that will allow it to become a more integral part of the system coming forward. As the market matures, many projects will likely fail, leaving only the more robust and scalable platforms to thrive. Casper is one of the most robust and scalable platforms out there right now, and it's not even fully developed yet. Ethereum, while they keep saying they're going to improve and upgrade whatever, they're not doing anything. They're not trying to, attack the task of their ridiculous high gas fees. They've not tried to do anything innovative recently. They just left what they. And again, it comes back to what Chris Kang was saying once more. Ethereum's not tried to adapt in any way, shape, or form, because a lot of these other L2s or these other projects here, they already have a model that works for them, and they want to give it up because they're already generating income ranging from $100,000 to millions of dollars a month. So why do they want to change? They're already doing okay. But what they either don't understand or they don't care about is that in the future, if they aren't more robust and scalable, they are going to be cannibalized. By looking at the diagram below, is the XRP ledgers will be one of the mainstream blockchains, and I do agree with that. That's why, again, I invested in XRP. All that was holding it back was the lawsuit. The lawsuit is now pretty much coming to an end. That's why XRP is up 5x from 50 cents to $2.50 right now. And I'm going to continue holding it this cycle. I'm not sure if I hold it after the cycle, because again, I don't completely trust XRP with its centralized backing, but I understand that XRP is an asset that's being adopted by institutions worldwide. That's why I hold XRP. But Kaspa, for one, is why I hold more of Kaspa, because again, for its decentralized nature, and for what is coming to Kaspa with its development of KRI, with Zodia now backing it as well, with ETFs being in consideration for Kaspa for me has a higher ROI and will be even more robust than every other chain in existence, at least for the near future. There might be something better coming for Kaspa in the future, but right now, Kaspa seems to be the clear choice for me. What Kaspa lacks is the adoption for institutions. Ripple's been around for longer than Bitcoin, so XRP had the advantage in that regard. But Kaspa has the more innovative technology to allow it to catch up to other players. And again, Asset Mint will be one such project that allows Kaspa to start tapping into that market, potentially challenging and causing XRP some problems. I'm not saying it will flip XRP, at least not in the immediate future. Maybe in the future, who knows. But I'm saying, as Kaspa, with its developments, with what's coming to Kaspa, with what the KRI is doing for Kaspa, making it a market maker, actively shilling this project to their institutional clients, the likes of Shell, the likes of DHL, the likes of Honda, and many, many more. The fact that Roy O'Neill's been telling massive FIs who manage trillions, 40 trillion asset under management a year, that if you switch from Ethereum to Kaspa, you'll save millions on gas fees. Something big is coming to Kaspa, which once more, simple supply and demand. If the demand for Kaspa rises and the supply doesn't really increase much at all, the price will rise. Recently, the demand for Kaspa has not really increased at all, because there hasn't been anything really needed to increase the demand of Kaspa. Apart from KRC20, but that increased the demand of the memes, not Kaspa per se. So the supply for Kaspa, while decreasing from its aggressive emission schedule, so the supply has been decreasing more and more. The supply has still been increasing. Demand's not been increasing. Now, there's something big coming to Kaspa with these developments happening here with the KRI, by 2025, coming through with big projects that allow the smart contracts. The demand is going to quickly go up, demand, and that will therefore mean when the supply is not rising, to match it, the price will start rising quite quickly with it as well. Simple supply and demand, that's how the markets work. How projects work. XRP had no demand around it with a lawsuit on its back. As soon as Gary Gensler said we're leaving, the demand for XRP rises drastically. When the Ripple stablecoin got announced a few days ago, when the market was heavily correcting following Microsoft saying, yeah, we don't want Bitcoin, everything started collapsing. This day here, Bitcoin was coming down. XRP was the only asset on this particular day, on the 10th of December, this green wick here, the only asset to pump because of the Ripple stablecoin, because demand for XRP rose again, because of what a big announcement came through. The very black and white understanding of these markets, the green and the red, is supply over demand. Of course, there's more to it to understand where the market will actually go, but you've got to understand that this red here means there was no real increase of demand. This here means there was more demand than there was supply. Right now for Kaspa, the demand for Kaspa is increasing more and more as it has done over the years. It reached this 20 cents region here. You saw a crash in crypto. Kaspa then was consolidating here. And then you saw a rise here. When KRC20 came out, because KRC20 came out, that may have been the catalyst, who knows, but that may be the catalyst, therefore, to cause the demand for Kaspa to start falling off and go to the memes instead. That's why the price came down, because there was no demand for Kaspa anymore. It went to the memes. Now I'm into this bottom here, and now demand for Kaspa's come up again. And supply is, again, the supply is massively outweighing it, but it's now not keeping up. That's why Kaspa now starting to make a rally of sorts. That's why now, instead of it consolidating down here like it was a month ago, now it's consolidating up here. And for what is to come to Kaspa as well, again, regarding these big developments, this will be a significant catalyst for Kaspa, something that's coming very, very soon. Yes, Kaspa's not had... Yes, Kaspa, what mainly Kaspa needs is these tier 1s. That will be the... Binance will be the biggest driver of demand. That would be a massive driver of demand that will cause Kaspa price to significantly jump. And, you know, potentially, if it stays at this value here, potentially it'll jump for 50 cents. I see a future where Kaspa could quickly jump in value once we get a Binance listing. Because right now, where all you have these other institutions, the likes of Sui, the likes of XRP, even Bitcoin now, they have this institutional Wall Street VC backing. Kaspa does not, it's organic. You have the KRI, fantastic. You have Zodia, fantastic. You have Marathon, fantastic. But they aren't the key drivers of Kaspa right now. Kaspa is still very much retail driven. That's why, whereas everything else right now is pumping, Kaspa has been staying at this level right now because it's not got the VC institutional backing that other projects do have. We do have it, actually, with the KRI. But they can't get involved here without smart contracts. When you get smart contracts, you'll get institutional backing for Kaspa. And it will drive the price much, much higher. With institutional backing, the price driving it higher, with Kaspa being utilised in the energy sector, the real estate sector, with commodities, with gold, with private equity, with stablecoins, with the gigawatt being a crucial part of that as well. Utilised in the renewable energy credits, carbon offsets, green bonds, physical energy infrastructure, basket of select fiat assets. Like, the demand for Kaspa will rise the cycle, and that will in turn rise its price. Right now, Kaspa is pretty much just retail. That's why, when you see 10 BPS come out, as big as the catalyst is going to be for Kaspa, that may not cause Kaspa's price to jump quickly with 10 BPS, because retail, we do care, but retail, they don't care about 10 BPS. Why would they care? But, who do care are developers, are Wall Street, are institutions who want to build on the platform. So with 10 BPS, you'll see institutions start taking more of an interest, building more on Kaspa. That'll bring more liquidity, more money through Kaspa. That's when retail will care. We retail only care about making money. We have to understand what catalysts cause these projects to make money. We've got to understand that with 10 BPS, with smart contracts, with the KRI building more projects as well, that will bring more money through Kaspa, that will cause the price to rise, that will bring more retail in. Some of us understand that. Some of us understand that with Binance coming in, that will be a massive flood of retail coming through. And then that's why we only care right now about tier 1s for the most part, because that's retail. Kaspa's all retail. When you have the developments coming through, 10 BPS and smart contracts, that will be institutions coming through, bringing more money coming through. That will then be retail again caring about it. What retail right now care about is Kaspa, also mainly KRC20. Speaking of which, you know, Nacho had been doing incredible things recently. Had 2 interviews recently with Binance, which is very, very bullish. They're having more AMAs. They're having AMAs. They've had like 4 this week. Nacho is actively taking more and more, you know, it's actually happening in an hour's time, this AMA here. They're actually taking part in more and more Twitter spaces, getting the name of Nacho out there more and more, which is a very bullish deal. Bringing more adoption to KRC20, more Kaspa. And again, this is why Nacho is right now the most dominant KRC20 project. By, you know, it's quite closely followed by Kango, but it's the highest adopted one as well. Almost 17 million holders, because again, that's what Nacho's about. Gold is also doing some big deals as well, with Gold, you know, trying to aim towards getting 6 more major exchanges, the likes of Bitfinance, the likes of OKX, the likes of Gate, the likes of Binance to be in the future, OKX, like all these other projects coming soon. That's what they're waiting for. Of course, that'll happen in due time, but it'll take a while. But they have their sights on it, and I think they can achieve it. They've got some big listings already. I think Gold's also gearing up for Pinex US at some point soon. I know that Kaspa Ghost is. I know Nacho has Pinex US, the only one that has a US exchange. And now Kango have just hit their 1 million USDT, so 10 billion Kaspa raised milestone. So the fundraiser has now been complete. So they can now be working with a tier 1 market maker to take Kango to the next level. So now they're going to see a tier 1 coming to Kango soon. So we're going to see tier 1s coming to these big exchanges very, very soon. Kaspa will get one soon. Kango seemingly now got the money raised to get one soon. Nacho will get one soon. That's why Nacho's again increasing their adoption more and more. Gold is all their sites on it. All this sort of stuff for me is not a matter of if again, it's a matter of when, it's inevitability. With this, they'll drive retail through to Kaspa, bringing its price higher demand. And then when you see the other developments coming through with smart contract of 10 BPS, bringing institutions involved, that'll bring more money through Kaspa, therefore increasing the retail demand again, setting its price higher. Right now, Kaspa's at a disadvantage to everything else because it's late. And hasn't got the institutional backing that other projects have. You know, XRP will have the likes of they have connections to Bank of America, Bank of England, there's People's Bank of China, the Reserve Bank of India, all the biggest central banks in the world. They have partnerships with Zodiac Custody as well. They have partnerships to Standard Chartered Bank. They have partnerships to Santander Bank. They have partnerships to I think MasterCard as well, Visa. Like, XRP have institutional partnerships all over the place. So they have the institutional backing needed to send that price higher if they need it to. This price of XRP, for the most part, I would say is probably mainly pumped by retail because, again, we haven't got regulatory clarity in America just yet. We haven't got institutions investing into XRP properly just yet. But now you've got the RUSD coming out. That'll bring institutions involved to XRP. That'll bring more demand to XRP, setting its price higher. Right now, the market's being driven by institutions. That's why Wall Street, again, has driven Bitcoin to $100,000. If we didn't have ETFs, Bitcoin would not be here yet. It would be here in the future, I'm sure. I think Bitcoin without ETFs would probably reach 120k. Maybe 100k. But with ETFs, you've got more. Like, the fact that Bitcoin right now, crypto right now, is sitting at a $3.59 trillion market cap, where it peaked at $3 trillion last cycle, and we're not even in the peak of the bull cycle yet. That's insane. That's insane. And that's because institutions are here. Institutions are driving this market. Kaspa does not have institutional backing yet. It's coming though. Something big is coming for Kaspa, and it's with the developments. Stablecoins, Kaspa will be huge. Absolutely massive for Kaspa. And that's the reason why, again, institutional backing speaking was, Marathon only mined Bitcoin for the first time ever. They diversified to Kaspa. Why? Quite obviously speaking, because it's making them money. And that's what their shareholders wanted to do, make money. Bitcoin was not making money through mining. Kaspa makes more money, go to Kaspa. And they're still mining more Kaspa. They're still increasing the allocation of Kaspa. So for me, again, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Wall Street will come through to Kaspa. That's why you got Zodiac, that's why you got Marathon. And that'll cause Kaspa's price to have another leg up because that'll bring more money through Kaspa, therefore bringing retail coming through quicker. And you'll see exchanges not want to miss out on this Kaspa train that's going to be taken off. Binance will get involved. OKX, a venture of KEF, will get involved. Coinbase will be late, probably, but they'll get involved. Crypto.com will come through, I'm sure. Kraken will list a stablecoin pair. You got the likes of HTX probably as well, Upbit as well, Robinhood as well. All these exchanges I think will come to Kaspa. Some of them may not come this cycle. I'm a bit more skeptical on Robinhood and maybe Coinbase, but other ones like Binance, OKX, I think are definitely coming this cycle. The connections to them seem very, very apparent. That's also proven from posts like here from Go. They want to get onto OKX and Binance. And I think Gold will probably get that. I think Natra has a chance to get that as well. I think Kango has a chance to get that as well. Because they've got the donations and the project behind it. These are one of the bigger memes right now for Kaspa. And again, Kaspa had the connections to these other exchanges as well. And we've seen this space transform very, very quickly. BlackRock Ethereum ETF surpasses 3 billion in inflows, as Ector predicts Ethereum could surge to 15k. Now, I don't know if Ethereum could reach the 15k. That'd be quite a big rise from here. But once more, Ethereum is nearing all-time highs, and that normally triggers an altcoin season. We're going to see the FOMC meeting in literally 5 days' time. Should we see more rate cuts, that will be a catalyst to see crypto start surging again. Now, it'll probably be Bitcoin surging with Ethereum, so you might not see alts go parabolic. But when Bitcoin surges, as it will do, and everything else surges with it, I imagine, and then it cools off or even comes down a little bit because it's being overheated, and then it'll probably cool off, then wait for Trump to get enough and then start pumping again. You'll see all the money that's still in Ethereum start trickling down into the alts, like Kaspa. Kaspa will, I believe, make an all-time high. For me, latest all-time high will come in January. Unless something drastic happens, I'd be very surprised if Kaspa will make an all-time high by the end of January. I think Binance by that point probably would have listed Kaspa by then. Because the connections to Kaspa and Binance are heating up more and more. They're aggressively heating up more and more. So I think that listing will happen, I'd like to believe, end of January. Again, could be wrong. Not financial advice. I can't say for sure. All information once more to support my belief is in my Discord server. All the connections to Binance and Kaspa. But we'll see this sort of stuff, right? And also there's other, more developments happening in crypto right now. Japanese lawmakers are pushing for a national Bitcoin reserve, joining global calls to adopt Bitcoin as a strategic asset. BlackRock says that up to 2% of Bitcoin allocation is reasonable range. They stated that Bitcoin as an investment is as good as investing in the Magnificent Seven, which includes the likes of Tesla, Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft. I can't remember the other seven, other three even. But either way, the funny part being about it being Microsoft literally said no to Bitcoin. They said no to Bitcoin as a strategic reserve, but BlackRock's saying, you know what, it's as good as those Mag 7 as an investment. And speaking of which as well, I've got this post, allegedly from this man called Jacob Kim. I can't attest to this, but apparently the Microsoft CFO Amy Hood said the board has already and will continue to evaluate digital assets for the reserve. So potentially they're hinting at the potential interest of other assets, not Bitcoin, to be the reserve. Which again, maybe they do, maybe they don't. My money would be probably right now on XRP for the pure fact that a NASDAQ company has already added XRP and Bitcoin to their treasury, to their reserve. But again, at the same time, maybe they start adopting Casper as well, for what Casper is going to be in the future. A medium of exchange, but also a store of value. Right now we're seeing more and more companies that right now there are 2 states that are introducing their own strategic Bitcoin reserve legislations. So USA are going to be buying a lot of Bitcoin, and Donald Trump's going to help push that forward as well. Which I'm going to play this video right now, him saying, we'll be doing something great with crypto. Again, to pay very close attention.
Specific industry, but
you're embracing crypto, very different from the previous administration. Strategic petroleum reserve for crypto?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to do something great with crypto because we don't want China or anybody else, and not just China, but others are embracing it, and we want to be the head. We're going to be ahead of AI. We're going to be way ahead of AI, and we've got to produce tremendous amounts of electricity. You know that. It's unbelievable when you think that we need more than twice what we already have. If you think that's pretty for a specific industry, but we'll be able to do it. We have Lee Zeldin in charge of the environment. He's going to be giving us very strong approvals, I think, and he's going to make sure everything's good and clean and proper, but he's going to give us very fast approvals.
So, ultimately, Trump is doing his damnedest right now to make sure that America is very, very pro-crypto, extremely pro-crypto. He's hired Paul Atkins, who was an ex-SEC commissioner, who is very pro-crypto. He's now added more people to his cabinet who seem to be very pro-crypto as well. Right now, Patrick McHenry is retiring from Congress, and the man replacing him is Republican French Hill, who is also extremely pro-crypto. So we're seeing more and more of the cabinets of Congress of America who literally, not even a month ago, most of them were starting to accept crypto, but ultimately most of them still hated crypto. They didn't want to get anywhere near it. They're trying to stop it. It's innovation. Now you're seeing more and more people starting to turn their tails. You've got some people who are still anti-crypto, of course, but for the most part, the majority of the cabinet is pro-crypto. So when you see legislation come through about crypto, you're going to probably see a majority vote for crypto, which will send its price of Bitcoin and crypto therefore higher. And when a lot of these projects, the regulations come through, and a lot of these projects who don't surpass regulations, who aren't as good, aren't as robust, disappear, Casper for me will be one that survives that and ends up becoming a very dominant platform in this space, based on the fact that, again, it's going to be as scalable, as seamless as these other major chains already, probably like XRPs, thanks to the other donuts as well that can allow it to compete, and then some. Because it's already the fastest proof of work in the space by a significant margin. It already surpasses, in terms of transactions, what the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Dogecoin, and Litecoin. So the 5 other largest proof of works, or at least Ethereum now is proof of stake, but it was a proof of work at its base layer. The 5 other largest proof of work, Casper surpasses them, combined those 5 together 2.1 times. So Casper's faster than this Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and Bitcoin, all 5 combined. Casper's still faster than those 5 combined by 2 times. And it's not even got 10 BPS yet. Not even got smart contracts yet. You know how ridiculous that is. When it has that, it also passes other proof of stakes. Right now, XRP's main use case is the fact that it's also very seamless and very quick and very cheap. Casper will be the same as that, but also have the advantage of being truly decentralized, not decentralized XRP claims. It'll be truly decentralized, no central backing at all. Now, I do believe if I'm perfectly honest, that there will be a use case for both XRP. I'm using these two assets as an example, because there might be other assets in the future, but I think there'll be a use case for assets like XRP and assets like Casper in the future, because there will be institutions like the KRI who want to have true decentralization to protect themselves from government overreach and bad actors. But there'll also be probably a need for some entities to have a centralized authority backing, like XRP, for example. If it's an issue with the banking system, right now you call up Swift to go and fix it, or call up, that bank in particular to go and fix the issue. If something happens with Casper, who do you call to fix that? You can't really call it. You can't really call anyone to fix that, But with XRP, you'd call up, the company Ripple to fix the issue. Of course, time will tell where we go from here. But for me, again, for where this space is going to be going very soon, I'm very optimistic. That's why when people say that this is the great wealth transfer, I agree. But I think people have that idea somewhat warped. Of course, it's a great wealth transfer in regards to you find an asset that can make you millions a cycle and you're already living comfortably off this cycle alone. A lot of people need to have a lot of capital for that already. A lot of volume already to be able to do that. What I think it also means is those who are new, or those who maybe not be new, who are starting to jump into crypto right now, this is the great wealth transfer to be in the future. Some people don't have the volume, the capital right now to put in a lot into an asset and become a millionaire this cycle and then some. Which is fine, of course, everyone has their own limits. But if you find the right assets right now, if you found Bitcoin when it was at 16k and you hold it for the rest of your life, you're going to receive generational wealth. You're going to be able to, retire off Bitcoin. It's not a drastic increase, but you're holding it for your life and it reaches $1 million in the future, you're sitting comfy. Casper, for me, is the same argument. Again, being proof of work, following a power law, it should just keep increasing in value as time goes on. In the future, its next leg up, for me, will be an explosive one because it's been suppressed for a year. So as a result, therefore, I see that Casper will be one that will increase. And it's also, for me, Casper attests to this great wealth transfer, because when the market continues to mature more and more and these other blockchains start to be, snuffed out, Casper will survive that. And if you're in Casper right now at 16, 15 cents, again, not financial advice, my belief in Casper, why I hold Casper. If you're holding Casper now at 15, 16 cents and you've got the KRI and other institutions getting more involved with Casper, that's in its price so much higher as a result. And therefore, I would be, if Casper reaches, let's just say $10, I could retire, quote unquote retire this cycle. If it doesn't, then no, I won't be able to have enough to retire this cycle. But I'm holding Casper now for the next 10, 20 years. So being at Casper now, it will allow me to have this great wealth transfer to be able to retire with Casper in the future. But of course, there are other assets that are also very, very big. Tau, for example, I think it's going to be a major earner. Nexo announced they're going to be adding Tau to, obviously Casper is already part of Nexo now. They added them 2-3 days ago. The same thing with Tau. They announced Tau and Nexo. Nexo has Nexo are very efficient actually, because they announced Casper and the very next day they listed it. Same thing with Tau. They announced Tau yesterday, and the very next day they listed Tau. So that's very good to see. But Tau, I think, is going to be one of the biggest AI projects in this space, because AI is going to be a growing market. It's growing more and more, and Nvidia is going to help drive that as well. Desync's one that I thought was a very undervalued, good, strong pick for AI. And, right now it's down to $43 dollars. But, I was calling it down at 15 cents. Not dollars, cents. Apologies, cents. I was calling Decent at 15 cents, and it's up here now. And I think Decent can still rise to maybe, I want to say $3 maybe higher. Again, time will tell. But AI is going to be a massive runner in this cycle. So much as I love Casper, and I still am very bullish on Casper, my biggest holding, I diversified to other assets to also hedge my bets and try and make some other gains to cycle those profits into Casper. Desync's one of them, Tau's one of them. I also hold the likes of Sui, I hold the likes of C, which C's done very well for me. I got into it only like around 40 cents, so I'm not done a massively, but I think C's going to go massive as well. Hold XRP, I've done well for XRP. This is not me trying to brag by any means. I think people who know me well enough know I'm not trying to brag. I'm just stating for the fact that I have strong conviction in Casper, very strong conviction in Casper. I think we all do. I think I'll go much, much higher. But there are other ways to make money in this space through other projects, through even memes. People can talk about Turbo recently, because Turbo got a listing recently, I think, on Coinbase. Again, very, very big news. And that's what we're all about here. All about making money. If you believe in Casper or not, that's fine. I don't care if you could buy Casper. I think Casper is one of the assets that will allow you to be a part of the great wealth transfer to be able to retire. If you're holding it for, again, depending on your capital, depending on your dry powder, if you can actually hold it for years or hold it just for the cycles, up to you. But I think Casper could one that I'm confident to hold this 4 years and be happy with it. I mean, I'll take profits of course, but I'll hold it 4 years because I think Casper could do very, very well. I'm still holding, hoping $2 to cycle the very minimum. With all the positive news we have, Casper already should be at $1. I mean, yes, but again, I apologize, not really a question for a while, but again, it comes back to the whole point of once more, it's the lack of demand for Casper. They're big, big. This is big news for Casper. This, incoming is big news for Casper. This big news, all this stuff is major catalyst for Casper. KRC20, all this stuff is very, very big. What KR is to Casper, of course, very, very 10 BPS smart contract, very big for Casper. But again, retail right now, Casper hasn't got institutional backing. It's just retail. Retail do not give a crap about this stuff. At least not the normies. We do, as maxis, care about it. We know how big it's going to be. But retail, the standard normie don't care about this. It won't cause prices to rise. Institutions care about this, and institutions will see that. And when they're allowed to jump on board with the platform out 10 BPS smart contracts, they'll bring more liquidity to Casper. That's what retail care about, more money coming to the project. That's when the retail will jump in after institutions jump into Casper. And you've got Zodia, Marathon, and KRI involved right now. You'll see more coming very, very soon. YouTube expect donation in Casper. Do they really? I have not heard about that. I would love that to be true if that is the case, because that'd be a big deal for Casper in general. But also, I'm sure YouTube will start accepting donations in crypto in general anyways, because they need to. Right? Crypto's becoming the future, so it's inevitable for me. But yeah, also, Curiosity is right. We also need to see rate cuts to free up more, liquidity to bring more into crypto as well. And right now, rate cuts are going to happen, and hopefully, in the next 4 to 5 days. High speculation we're going to see rate cuts. For the moment, Nexo offers swaps, but no withdrawals. Be careful with that because we don't know when that'll be possible. Yeah, I mean, of course, always be careful. Do your own research. I believe Nexo will be offering that in due time as well, though. AVAX and Solana 20x and added 12x in the last cycle between January to end of February, almost. Bitcoin up 80%. Trump wants Bitcoin 150k early in his term, and he will be sworn in at Binance lists Casper soon, 10x by March if possible. It's a good, it's a very nice breakdown, Paul. I do like the breakdown. If Casper, based on all of that sort of, information from the last cycle, and Trump wanted Bitcoin to go so parabolic, when he takes office very, very shortly, you could see a very big surf for Casper if you get a Binance listing. Of course, time will tell. But I do believe in the fact that Casper will have a big rise following Binance net, of course, more developments. But it does really depend on, again, much as I agree with the analysis, that's a lot you've got to then bank on for that to happen, The historical data farm, you've got to bank on Bitcoin actually reaching 150k of Trump getting his office quite soon, and then Binance to Casper around the same time. I think it's possible, but you've got to just, again, as you probably all understand, don't be emotional, be logical, which I think is, again, it's a logical thesis, so I'm not against it at all. But once more, you've got to understand to do your own research, but also understand that you've got to follow the money. Right? If the money is flooding into Bitcoin like that, then yes, that might trickle down to Casper and altcoins. If not, then that won't happen. I think Casper dominance will only go up if we start hitting milestones. I agree with that. But again, it also comes down to the tier ones. I think Casper dominance go up when you hit tier ones. I think that'll be the major things. But yeah, you said listings as well. Yeah, but I think tier ones will be the big ones. 10 BPS and smart contracts will be big, but I think the big ones will be tier ones right now, at least for the meantime. Once Casper's got more adoption anyways, and then you have institutions getting involved with 10 BPS and smart contracts, then that'll also be major milestones. But listings will be a quick catalyst. 10 BPS and smart contracts will be a more gradual catalyst. What's up, Bingo Bango Man? Welcome back to the stream. Hard fork is an important milestone. By the time we can see 2-3x from that point, I'm gonna be honest. I disagree with how big a milestone 10 BPS will be. It's gonna be huge for Casper, no doubt about it. But if Casper, let's just say, is at 30 cents by that point, by March when 10 BPS comes through, I don't think Casper will jump straight to 90 cents as a result of it. Tier ones and Binance, yes, would cause a big catalyst like that, but I don't think 10 BPS will do that because again, retail don't care about it, and Casper's not got retail here properly yet. It's got a lot of adoption. Again, we can see 553 addresses holding and growing more and more. It's very, very big. We're seeing the big exchanges like this one, again, speculated to be a Binance wallet, is now building up more and more quite quickly now, pretty much almost every day now, every other day. So that's big to see as well. But once more, we need to see tier 1 to come through for retail because Casper's not got institutional backing just yet. Can Casper touch 12 cents again? Anything's possible, my man, truth be told. Anything's possible. I mean, right now, from where we're at right now, 12 cents would just be a 24% correction from here. It's entirely possible. I think for me, Casper, worst case right now, if something bad happened, would touch down here. So it could happen, but with what's due to come through very soon, which is, again, FOMC meeting in 5 days. You know, we might see a call-off after that, because, again, crypto has been quite heated for quite some time. Although it's cooling off now, because Bitcoin's not really moving, it's just hovering around 101k. And then Trump's getting to office next month. We might see a correction of Kaspa, a small one, but I'm not sure of 12 cents. I mean, again, time will tell, but I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think it's improbable right now. Hard to tell, but maybe. Depends on they start cutting rates. I mean, yeah, again, do you think we could see... It's possible. It's all possible. We don't have to compare everything, but if we take Ethereum from the last cycle, we can hope to see something similar, even if we don't have 10 ppm smart contract. I mean, yeah, again, for what Kaspa is, because like Cardano, for example, it had its run. If you look at Cardano from the last cycle, or from its cycle, when it was launched, it had its run from 3 to 11 billion in market cap, now before smart contracts as well. Well, this cycle here, 3 to 11 billion in the span of, what, a month or two, without smart contracts, it did that. So Kaspa, in hindsight, you could argue the same thing. Of course, time will tell, though, because, again, the market cap was a lot smaller back then, so it was easier for it to do that. As Gabriel says here, and I'm sure everyone else said it as well, if you do these streams doing these daily, leave a like, help out more than you know, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. If you want to more crypto and other market center, check out my Discord server in the chat, description also on my YouTube homepage. We need big money to come into crypto, not retail. Retail best sell the best coins to buy turbo. I mean, yeah, again, retail right now is mainly meme coins, which is understandable, but I think, yeah, we need big money to come into Kaspa. That might be what this is about. The KRI is also a testament to big money, but we need the smart contract to come out for that to happen. So again, time will tell. To be honest, I'm more concerned about hitting 10 PS and smart contracts earlier than getting listings. I mean, yeah, we understand the sentiment behind the big catalyst behind smart contracts 10 PS. So we care more about 10 PS and smart contracts, but majority of normie retailers only care about listings. That's literally what it is. So again, for me and my logical mindset, I see smart contract 10 PS are huge milestones. I'm great. I want it to happen, but I know the big driver for Kaspa price right now will be listings, will be Binance. $2 bare minimum, 4, 5 hopeful, 7 bullish, 10 moon boy. Why is it uphold on the list of exchanges for Kaspa? It's not here, but it is. Like, uphold is not on this list, but uphold's not on any. If you even go and look at Bitcoin, if you even go and look at Bitcoin, like uphold doesn't appear on CoinMarketCap. But it is a listing. Like if you go on to again, this information is on my free Discord server once more. I'll go on to Kaspa exchanges right here, which is a website, you know, a community website created by I can't remember who it is, but you can see here, look, upholds down there. This website does showcase all the exchanges that do support Kaspa. That's got a bad rating, lol. But these exchanges that do support Kaspa, I think that's every single one that supports Kaspa right now. You can see Kraken's also been added recently as well. Kaspa is so slow in implementation. TMPS on testnet for months now. It's not making implemented. I know they don't want to make mistakes, but come on. I don't have a problem with them being slow. I understand the sense behind that, but, you know, would you, if you want them to, like, you say you understand, and again, it's me not trying to dig at you in any respect, you know, I'm trying to not, you know, dig into you in regards to that, but if they end up releasing it too quick and there's mistakes to it, that'll cause more harm than good for Kaspa. You're better off them taking a lot of time and then making it perfect, quote unquote, so that it just comes out and it's all good. I know it takes a long time, but again, you've got to keep in mind that what they're doing is so innovative, so unique, that we could never fathom how to do it. At least I don't think I could. I'm sure some of you might be geniuses in here, so you might actually know what they're talking about. I look at that stuff and I report about it and I understand to an extent, but I have to, you know, I don't have to use ChatGPT to give an understanding of what actually they're talking about, and using some form of analysis, like they end up explaining it in like car terms or whatever, and I understand what they're talking about. But, like, yeah, it's a tough, it is frustrating for them taking so long, but at the same time, again, I'm holding it such long term that I don't care what happens in this cycle. I want it to do well, and I think it will do well, but I think it'll do well regardless. Nacho and Cappy look by far the best memes. I agree that Nacho is one of the strongest. I think Cappy's a very strong one as well. I like Kango and Casper Ghost as well, and even Goad and Bert and Conan. I think that's what's going to be very, very big in the cycle. And you'll have other ones that do well as well, based on their cult-like community behind it. And yeah, I mean, Coinbase as well. I mean, yeah, but Coinbase is always just... Coinbase have been very, very weird recently. I've heard a lot of news about them recently about freezing people's accounts, not letting them take out funds as well, which is quite interesting. What's up? Good to go to my man. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well, my man. Binance should also finally... I mean, yeah, Binance should be listing hopefully in due time. December 24th, tangible support. Oh, is that being confirmed now? Okay, that's huge then. I need to find that post. If you have that post, my man, please again link it to all of us in the Discord server. Just put it in there so we can all see. But yeah, that would be huge if that's the case. I want that would be a big catalyst for Kaspa on Christmas Eve as well. A nice little gift for Kaspa. XRP hasn't done a single transaction between banks with the MiCA regulations in Europe. So I don't think that will be a thing in the near future. XRP is compliant with MiCA regulations. There's information on that, and there has been posts as well. Again, I think this is information in my Discord server. There's been posts as well about how XRP has been utilized for transacting in banks, but they're in private blockchains, not public ones. So you can't it's through Uphold as well, I think. Again, we'll see what happens in the future, right? I'm saying that XRP, from what I've seen, from what I've researched, from what I know about XRP, will be one of the assets that probably will do well in the future and will survive this culling. I'm not saying it's the future, it will survive for the indefinite. I think Kaspa will be one that survives indefinitely. But I think XRP's got a good standing right now with its connections. Again, Ripple is a long-standing company, older than Bitcoin, so it has the connections to keep it alive. But I know MiCA regulations are coming through very, very soon, and XRP I know is compliant with MiCA. I agree with Nacho Caspi, but Conan for me has a bright future. Yeah, I agree as well. I agree that Conan's going to do very, very well. If this cycle is SI, I have no idea, my man, I'm sorry. They probably started dumping. They probably did as well, yeah. I'm sure they did. If Kaspa already done Trilemma solved, then why not adoption? Is a minimum towards top 10. Well, ultimately, again, it comes down to the element of adoption, right? Kaspa has solved the trilemma. It's got a great foundation behind it, a great strong team, a lot of stuff coming out very, very soon. But it's just not got the retail adoption to sell it, to make its price go higher and higher. It's coming, and it will come in the near future. I'm very confident in that much. But it's just going to take some time. As frustrating as it is, I know, but again, everything about Kaspa right now is organic. Every other project in the space has had VC backing to send its price higher quickly. Kaspa's done it all organically, so it's harder. But it will come through. I'm confident that much. And then the trilemma solving aspect will be even more apparent to everybody. Mikey, damn, my man. Damn, thank you very much for the $25 Canadian donation. Absolutely love that, my man. Absolutely respect that. Thank you very much once more. Inflation. I mean, yeah, inflation is also going to be another element to the markets as well. I'm just reading through your post right now. Yeah, there's a lot of FUD right now, definitely with Kaspa. Yeah, I think, I mean, inflation is going to also be an element that will also affect the markets and Kaspa in the future as well. Inflation right now is rising higher and higher, but again, the only way to combat inflation is to rise rates. But because the job data and the unemployment is rising higher and higher as well, we can't cut rates. So it's a case of, I think there's going to be a crisis of sorts in the future. We'll have to wait and see what happens entirely with it. But, I mean, again, for where Kappa's at right now, I think Kappa's going to be a very, very strong asset. And thank you once more, Mikey, for the donation. Again, you're a legend, my man. I appreciate it a lot. I do have to wrap up quite shortly because I'm going to be leaving any second now. I'm already quite late, but I'm going to try and get through some questions very, very quickly. It's a cycle similar to the last cycle, about half a million gains from alts between now and toggle top by March. I mean, based on that, I agree with her. Binance to this Kaspa for me. I'm not sure when, but it will happen. I'm convinced in that. I mean, hopefully soon, but I do get Conan's new logo. I do love it. I do like it. I think it's very, very cool. I'm happy with the new logo, a lot brighter as well. And I'm sure Conan will have its price come back to it very, very soon. A lot of these memes struggle because of the FUD surrounding certain content creators predicting about these projects, but I think it'll come back soon enough. Is Caspi better meme? I mean, Caspi's a good meme. Ultimately for me, my strongest memes, my most conviction memes, I don't hold any, by the way, but my conviction memes are like some Nacho, Kango, Caspi, Kaspa, Goad, Bert, and Conan. Those are my conviction memes right now. If I was holding any of them right now, those ones I get into. I know I've been talking about these a little bit. I don't actually hold any right now, but I actually do remember, I think it was Greg who mentioned to me that he'd been watching me for a while and actually made a 30x on Kango, which, shout out to him. And I don't even hold Kango. I wasn't even massively shitting Kango, but I brought attention to it, and he made a big bag from it. Shout out to you, my man, again, looking very, very good all around. So I'm happy everyone's making their gains. Just quickly go through some more questions. What exactly are proof of work and smart contracts? Proof of work means that the project really runs off the miners, which is the hash rate. The hash rate already returned to its high level again, which is good to see. But proof of work basically means proof of work basically means that the way the project runs is based on the miners. The miners and miner get to bring more adoption to the project, and smart contracts are an element that allows developers to build on top of the project. Once more, there's much. That's a very basic breakdown, and I don't have the time to go a bit more in depth, unfortunately, Matthew. But again, you're welcome to check out my free Discord server, and there's a lot of information regarding smart contracts and proof of work, and also how big smart contracts are going to be for Casper itself. Where Lambo, soon enough, I hope, my man, soon enough. Smart contracts are. I mean, here you go again. Curiosity also puts it down here as well. A very better understand. I get better breakdown of it as well, which is also good to see. Casper eats for quality, I agree. If Casper hits $10 a cycle, I retire, and next cycle, I retire on my future 10 kids. I mean, damn, you're printing them out. But yeah, definitely. If Casper hits $10 a cycle, we'll all be laughing. Our father's life is easier to follow by slowing down to speed. Yeah, I know, I speak way too quickly. It's because I feel I have so much to say, and therefore want to get it all out before I have to wrap up. But I do need to slow down a little bit, I'm conscious of that much. 10 kids in 4 years, damn. That's crazy. And proof of work means the only easy to create more coins. I mean, yeah, the only way to create more coins by mining it, as opposed to just printing more out. Proof of stake, you can print more out, but proof of work is only by mining it. Yeah, 100%. Casper as a long-term investment, I think it's a very, very strong one. I'm hearing if we get over $1 before smart contracts, we will be lucky. Possibly $2.50 after smart contracts, considering it will be late in the year. Thoughts? It depends. I'm not saying it's improbable, but I think smart contracts. I think there's a good chance we might sit around that range before smart contracts, because smart contracts are coming out like end of summer 2025. I think we'll hit $1 before smart contracts. Again, we'll have Binance coming through by that point, hopefully, and maybe other exchanges as well. But for me, again, I think Casper for me is still my bearish is $2. I'm hoping $2 this cycle. If we don't reach that, then it's what it is. I'm still holding it long term, so it doesn't bother me. But I think $2 is the minimum this cycle, and the KRI will help bring in more institutional adoption to Casper. Zodio will get probably more involved. You'll see ETFs come for Casper, and you'll see retail come through thicker and faster as well. What's up, Mike, my man? Too much FUD, breathe, chill. Most people I know have been in crypto for years, are reasonably educated in it, yet don't know of Casper exactly. Again, shout out to you, Mikey, once more. Yeah, people who have been in crypto for a while, like I have people who I know who are millionaires, who are very bullish on like C and Sui and other projects and memes. Like they made a lot of money, but they don't know much about Casper. I told them about Casper, and they're like, "Oh, it sounds interesting. I'll look into it." I'm like, "Cool." They haven't invested into it, and I'm like, "You know what? You're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out." I'm honest. You are. We want to where the insane amount of liquidity is about to come into the market. We can reach 10 trillion crypto. I mean, there is a possibility we reach a 10 trillion market cap in crypto. I'm more on the fence of 6 as a more conservative bet, but 10 is in the realm of possibility. Of course, time will tell. We'll have to wait and see. We may only be one big news event away from power wallet jump. Just keep buying. Again, Mikey is pretty much on the same mindset I'm on, right on the same wavelength. Casper has a lot of big catalysts coming through, but we've seen the price suppressed for so long. For me, it's one big announcement being just one Binance announcement saying, "Yep, Casper listing coming." Boom. One big announcement is just going to cause that because it's been suppressed for so long, especially in the last 4 months in particular. It's been very, very suppressed. So it's not, for me, it's not a matter of if, a matter of when it will happen in due time. And big money will come to Casper following the big developments. This will bring institutions involved, bringing retail involved as well. What's up, Mikey J? I was lucky enough to grab a small bag of Shadow a few months back. Thoughts on direction? I'll have a look at Shadow real quick. Shadow token. I'm guessing it's Shadow. Wait, which one? I'm guessing it's Shadow token. Shadow token launched in like similar time frame to Casper. I'm seeing. Yeah, similar time to Casper. Had a nice little run in the past month. Very nice run in the past month. Currently $144 million market cap, 6 million trading volume. Coinbase exchange, nice. Crypto.com exchange, and then a lot of dexes as well. So it's got some big exchanges at least. And then what's it about? It is a utility token that powers the Shadow deep ecosystem. I mean, based on that alone, is okay. A very, very, very brief analysis of it. I think maybe it's one that hopefully could return to all-time highs. I mean, it seems to have a nice run right now, and the market is definitely got enough adoption seemingly to go through enough of a run, I think, to return to all-time highs. So it could be a big gain of it. Again, time will tell, of course. It's not the best looking chart in the world, of course, you know, not like Kaspa's, but either way, I think it doesn't look too bad. And it has got, you know, some significant exchange adoptions, you know, these two in particular, of course, and Gate as well. Most of the volume seems to be coming through Coinbase. So, I mean, yeah, I think it could do a decent run, but it depends. I mean, I'm guessing if you're not talking about this one, I'll look at the other one I saw, because there are a few shadows. You've got Shadow Finance as well. I'm guessing it might, maybe this one as well. Wait, if it's this token you're talking about, then no. I'm guessing it wasn't this one. This one's a definite no. Yeah, it's definitely not this one you're talking about. Because I have no idea what that to me, I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole, respectfully. But the other one, I thought, yeah, I think the other one I'm thinking, yeah, there's a chance it does okay. You know, obviously it's down since its launch, similar time frame to Kaspa, but it's got some big listings, which is a good thing. It has most of its volumes coming through Coinbase as well, so at least it's got the big exchange being the main driver of the adoption. And if it turns to all-time highs, you know, that's a decent like 2 to 3x from here, and it's had a decent run already. If you got into it down here, you know, that's a potential 10x potential. Of course, you got it down here. It's been very, very good. But yeah, I mean, that's Shadow at least. Why I think that TMPS will be more powerful catalyst than listings. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing that they won't be powerful catalysts. I just think that they won't be as powerful in the immediate short term, at least in my belief, because again, right now, Cap has not got institutional backing. And 10 BPS and smart contract will bring institutions more involved, but retail don't care about it. We do, but normally retail don't care about it. A lot of people who are going to get into crypto this cycle only care about price action and where it's going to go. They might hear that smart contract 10 BPS and be like, oh, it's very big, but they don't understand why it's big. But we do. And we can tell them why, but they're not going to understand fundamentally why it's big. So Binance will be... People who understand nothing about crypto will understand Binance listing is big for Kaspa, or big for a project. So I understand that. They'll understand why 10 BPS is big for Kaspa. That's something new. Something that people... Like a lot of people have to... People... Most of us have been to look into that for like months to understand what 10 BPS actually is. A smart contract for Kaspa actually is. So I think it'll be big, but it'll take some time to come through at least. But I think it will come through in the future, no doubt about it. We will have smart contracts for sure by August, but there will be a testnet where projects will be able to start developing more or less like KLC20. A lot of mints will develop by this time. I mean, yeah, I'm sure, again, I do agree with that much as well. To QOC, I do agree with that much. I think, again, we'll see more developments happening preemptively pre-smart contract, and then when they actually come out, you'll see a flood of KRI and other big developments coming through that will make Kaspa just much worldwide adopted and bring retail coming through and seeing its price much higher, much quicker. Again, we've seen already numerous times in the past, even more recently, how quickly Kaspa can jump in price from it down at 10 cents to the price of 16 cents. So a 56% rise in the span of a week. We could do that again quite quickly. Another significant rise from this point here, 50%, putting it from here to 23 in the span of a week. It's always a chance of it. And we've seen how quickly Bitcoin can rise again in a short time frame, in the span of a week again, from Trump going from 68k to 91k in the span of a week. Again, prices can jump very, very quickly. You need the adoption to come through. But, with that being said, I am well over time. I'm very, very late. I've got my bags packed, sold 10k XRP, put into Kaspa, still got a good amount of XRP that'll be fun for the next month. Now I've got to wait and let Kaspa take off. That you're pretty much doing what I'm doing, punk, that I can't lie. I got my XRP bag. I took profit at about $2.50 as well, and then put some more into Kaspa and some Solana memes as well to put more profit into it, and then I'm sucking that profit into Kaspa again. So yeah, I'm liking that idea, my man. I again, not financial advice, do it at your own discretion, but that's kind of what I'm doing as well. So I like that trading strategy right now. But that being said, thank you all once more for watching. Big things are coming to Kaspa. Make no mistake, tier 1 listings, smart contract, all big things coming to Kaspa that will make it an integral part of the finance sector coming forward. You know, a lot of mainstream public chains will be cannibalized, but the big ones will be staying alive, the ones that are more robust and scalable, like Kaspa. You know, Kaspa.com be bought for 100k. That is huge, huge news. So big thing coming to Kaspa. Make no mistake about it. Crypto's going to take off very, very soon. This is not the top for Bitcoin, not top for Kaspa. We'll see higher highs. Do your own research, trade it in discretion. If you enjoy the stream again, leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe for more. If you want to know about crypto and other market segments, check out my Discord server. Again, link in chat. Also in the description, also my YouTube homepage. And thank you all once more for joining. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good evening, good day, good night, and take care.